Prologue. Spike and the unconscious Drusilla drove out of Sunnydale like bats out of hell. "Oh, Drew," he thought, steering the fixed-up DeSoto onto the highway. "Why are you such a pain?" Buffy watched as her friends walked into school. "Willow looks pretty good," she thought. "So does Xander and Giles. They'll be just fine." With a sigh, Buffy picked up her bag and walked away. Part 1. The bus station in Sunnydale wasn't the most glamorous place in the world. In fact, it was downright awful. Buffy walked up to the counter to get a ticket. The man behind the desk was fat, bald, and had a gold tooth, which flashed as he leered at her. "So, pretty girl, where are you headed?" "L.A. "One way please," Buffy replied, trying not to shudder in disgust. "I can fight vampires, mummies, and all sorts of baddies, but when it comes to men like him, Major Wiggins." Buffy paid the man and hurried away from the counter. She took a seat off to one side and looked out the window. "Goodbye, Sunnydale. Can't say that it's been fun." Buffy sighed, stood up and proceeded to her bus, which had just pulled into the station. The bus ride to LA was rather uneventful. Buffy spent most of the time sleeping due to the exhaustion from the past week's events. She checked into a YWCA and took a roach-infested shower before collapsing on the stained bed into a fitful sleep. That night, she dreamed of Angel. Buffy awoke the next morning feeling very suicidal. She had let her friends get hurt. She had almost killed Giles and Willow. She had killed Kendra. She had killed Jenny. All because she could not kill Angelus. Granted, in the end, she stuck a rather large sword into him to close the gates of hell, but still, it was too little, too late. Buffy got out of bed, threw some clothes on and went to find something to eat. Spike parked the car for the day in an underground parking lot in LA. Drusilla was still unconscious. "Come on now, I didn't hurt her that much," he thought before climbing in the back seat. He tried to get comfortable, wishing for a bed. That day, he dreamed of Angel. Spike awoke that evening with the weird feeling that he was being watched. He looked up to see Drusilla peering down at him from over the seat, an evil smile on her face. Wake why, Spike," she said in that voice that was really starting to annoy him. "Time for me to kill you." Spike just laughed. "Listen, pet, the reason I had to knock you out was because..." Drusilla interrupted him. "Now, Spike, I don't want any explanations. You killed my Angel. And for that, you must die." She lunged over the car seat at Spike, striking with her nails. Spike shoved her up towards the ceiling, trying to maneuver himself into a sitting position. He managed to get Drusilla halfway over the front seat again before he was able to collect himself. He quickly got out of the car. Drusilla was right behind him. "You killed my Angel!" Drusilla screamed as she lunged for Spike. "Drew, please, calm yourself down. I didn't kill Angel. The Slayer did," Spike told her, fending her off. "She would not have been able to do that if you didn't tell her where we were." Spike frowned suddenly. "How did she know?" "Oh, you bad boy. You can't keep secrets from me." "I knew it when she showed up and you stopped me from helping my Angel," Drusilla sneered. Spike did not like the look in her eyes at all. "Listen, pet, why don't we just stop, okay?" "Why, Spike? Are you afraid of me?" Drusilla said, a predator's gleam in her eyes. "Actually," Spike thought, "I think I might be." Spike looked around for some sort of weapon. Nothing. "Wait. There. In the car." He reached into the front seat and pulled out a doll. "Stay back, Drew, or Miss Edith gets it," Spike said, preparing to shred the doll. "No. Not Miss Edith!" Drusilla cried. "Please don't hurt Miss Edith. Drew, I am going to leave now. I don't ever want to see you again, do you hear?" Spike said, getting into the car while still holding onto the doll. But Spike! Drusilla began. Never again! Spike yelled as he started the motor. He tossed the doll onto the ground and drove out of the parking garage. Drusilla picked up Miss Edith and dusted her off. Poor Miss Edith! Did Spike hurt you? He will have to pay for that, won't he, love? And for what he did to my angel. Drusilla smiled. Buffy's day was rather uneventful. She ate breakfast at Dunkin' Donuts, lunch at Starbucks and had Chinese takeout for dinner. I'm going to have to stop eating like this, she thought, heading back to her room. I am going to get fat. Oh, God, I'm starting to sound like Cordelia. Buffy smiled sadly at the thought. Cordelia wasn't that bad. In fact, she was rather good for Xander. They had the same outlook on life, never back down and give them your worst. I miss them. Buffy decided that night that she shouldn't let her slaying abilities go to waste. After all, this was LA.